Hi, I'm Mac McCarthy, and I help people with their breakups. And today, I have another breakup story to share. And if you have a breakup story you want to share, please visit writemac.com. Send your story in, and I could give you my take in a YouTube video just like this. If you don't like this video, then don't like it. If you like it, throw it a like. And if you have some comments to help this individual out, put it down below. And if you want to subscribe and get updates of all the live streams, then subscribe, hit the red button, and hit the bell. Let's get into it. This is actually a follow-up story, so I'll put in the show notes the original video, and you can watch the first part of this if you like. Hey, Coach, how are you? I love your videos and live streams. I just wanted to update you on my situation from the last episode. After what happened last time, I stopped all communications with her. I thought it was a waste of my time. If she doesn't want to share what's going on with her, there's nothing I can do. And that's not a weak statement. That's just the truth. But somewhere in the back of my head, I missed her and always wished she could call and we could get back together. Well, wishing, hoping, it doesn't really serve you when someone broke up with you a lot of times, because it creates a situation when you do that long term, that wishing, hoping, where you're stuck in this kind of in-between zone of a gray area where you're thinking, well, maybe they'll come back, maybe they won't, and you stop living your life and moving forward. If you move forward, accept the breakup, go into no contact because you're not getting the answers you want, and then if they contact you in the future, it's a bonus and you're in the driver's seat. Anyways, I got busy in my work. I work in the Navy, and it kept me distracted, but whenever I come back to land, I start to miss her again. Well, that's good that you got a purpose and a job that keeps you on point. Put yourself into that. I tried dating other women. I tried many trips. The key thing is, just because you tried something doesn't mean you're going to get immediate results. Don't concentrate on the results. Concentrate on the activities. Go on bad dates. You're not going to meet someone in a day. It's not the movies. It's not Hollywood. And so you try dating other women. Keep dating other women. You haven't met one that really piques your interest yet, that's fine. I tried many camping trips. I'm sure you at least have some good stories on camping trips and many things to forget her. Well, you're probably not going to forget her, but you can accept what happened. You can deal with the breakup in a way that you go, well, it had to happen because of this, this, and this. But at the end of the day, every time when I put my head on my pillow, she keeps coming up all those days we spent together and what went wrong. Maybe it's time to book a live coaching session and unpack it in 2 hours. I give you a full money-back guarantee if it's not useful or helpful in the session. If you're having a lot of trouble and it keeps coming back up in your head, that means you have open loops to the story that you need to close or reframe. And that means that you're coming back to something, you got an answer on it most likely that you don't like, and so you keep trying to rearrange the story. And so it's good to talk to someone like myself or another coach out there, because you need to get to a point where you're accepting of the story you're telling yourself. So on my last work trip, I met with a accident. I was inspecting a tank, and there was no oxygen. Actually, I forgot to check, so I fainted. After 15 minutes, one of my officers saw me unconscious. They called an emergency team and got me out. Damn. This will change your life. Obviously, you made it, or you wouldn't write this story. This is incredible. I was medically dead for 4 minutes. Whoa, man. I just saw on Netflix a couple days that the new Flatliners, or a couple years ago Flatliners, I had no pulse. I'm just curious, what was that for 4 minutes? After continuously giving CPR, I woke up. This thing really changed my life. I thought I wouldn't have seen her again if I was dead. So I was back home for a recovery break. So on 17th of March, I called her after 9 months of no contact. She was shocked to hear from me. She asked me, why did you call me? All of a sudden, everything is okay. I never told her about my accident. I told her I just wanted to talk to you. After 10 minutes of normal talk, I asked her what went wrong. She told me she was mentally down because of her ex meeting someone and wanted some time off. It was a rebound situation, but she told me that she was out of it. Long time during our meet. I told her if we would at least told me this, I would have given you time and helped you. But you chose to ghost me all of a sudden. So in this particular situation, you were 9 months in no contact. You had a near-death experience, literally 4 minutes of death. If you want to call the person out of that near-death experience just to see what the fuck's going on, to get some clarity, that's just fine. And I would venture to say that you're more prepared for a negative response not being the end of the world because you just were at the end of the world, correct? This is an incredible story. She replied, I stopped talking to all my friends too, so I thought you would understand. I told it it's not a solution you have to work on instead of disappearing anyway. I deviated the topic. She told me it was nice talking to me, and we end the call. After that, I didn't know what to do. Should I call her or not, or should I wait for her to call? I had no idea. Well, bottom line is, you kind of gave her a little bit of negativity there because you brought up the breakup from 9 months ago. Are you wanting to revisit a relationship that someone that was mentally down and ghosted you? That's the question, okay? Secondly, if you call her back, it's time to ask her out on a date. And if she says no, are you prepared for the no? Because if the no comes up, that's your clarity to move forward, move on, and go, I'm done, okay? The fact that you needed to, when you did talk to her for 10 minutes, you needed to talk about the breakup still, tells me that there was some unfinished business there that you didn't understand, and now you understand it. Are you okay with the current answer, and do you really want to get back with this individual after what you heard? She's never called me. It's been 2 months, and it was her birthday, and I wished her by calling and had a normal chat, and that's it. We never spoke again. She never wished me on my birthday, and it's been 2 months after that. It sounds to me like she's not interested in revisiting the relationship. She's okay having a, friendly chat and catching up on things. The fact that you told her what she did wrong by ghosting you and this and that doesn't really bode well for getting back together, right? If you're going to get back together with someone and you haven't talked to them in 9 months, you don't need to chastise them or tell them what they did wrong or why they did this. It needs to start off fresh, and you need to be in a position where you're actually forgiving. You're not going to forget, but you can forgive. And then you're interested in meeting up and seeing how you guys are in each other's space and having dinner, having a chat. And it doesn't sound like she's that keen to do that. Now, if you want to just end all this confusion, call her up at this point because you've had a couple conversations that were so-so. And say, hey, look, I'd really like to go out. You don't say I want to be together again. You don't say that. Hey, let's get together and have some dinner. She says, no, I don't think it's a good idea. Okay, no problem. Maybe another time. Done. End the confusion. Then you know where she stands. Don't try to talk her into it. Then you get your clarity and you can move forward. And I'll tell you what, at this point, you had 4 minutes of death, literally. What are some other things in your life that you thought about that are on your bucket list or things you're holding back from besides this breakup that you can revisit and actually do and have results on? I would make yourself a little bucket list outside of this breakup, and that's where you'll lose the confusion. It's not going to make you feel better if she rejects you, but you won't be confused, and that might be a better place to be in. Correct me if I'm wrong. He says, thank you once again. Love from India. Well, I love India, and I love Indian food, and I really appreciate the fact that you sought out the advice twice, and I wish you nothing but the best, and congratulations on your life. That's an incredible story, man. I would love to hear in the live stream what you felt during those 4 minutes of being unconscious. That's a really interesting thing. I've seen some different YouTube videos about that. So thank you for supporting the channel. If any of you have a breakup story you want to share or get my take on, please visit WriteMac, as in write, writemac.com, and send your story in.